everybody. This is Alma with Managing Your Monday Blues with Alma. For those new to the series, I produce videos about tips on general health, wellness, and fitness. And I decided just recently and out of the blue. So it's all like we're rolling here with the whatever equipment we have to do interview segments to mix it up with the pre-recorded videos. And today I have with me a brilliant woman, Patricia Jacinto. Come on over. She's with Food Panda, the CMO. So Patricia, how are you?
Good, and thank you for having me on Monday Managing Your Monday Blues with Alma.
You're welcome, and I'm really glad that you said yes. So tell me, with how long have you been with Food Panda, and what do you do?
I've been with Food Panda, which is a food delivery platform, food and groceries delivery platform, for a year and a half. First as the operations director, and now as the marketing and growth director. Yeah,
it's kind of like a transition. How were you finding it so far?
It's interesting. I think a lot of people might think that operations and growth on the marketing side don't have a lot in common, but if you break it down, both are behind it, both are a science. One on cost management and operations, and the other one on real analytics, where we're gonna grow, customer segmentation, etc. So I think both are very challenging in their own way, and it's been an exciting past few weeks doing both.
Excellent. And it seems like a very high pressure job. And how are you managing the stress?
You have to, as with anything, I guess, in life, you have to do everything with balance. So if you have lots of work, make sure you take lots of time to rest and recharge and recuperate, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And, the whole world is a better place for it.
That's true. That's true. And Patricia is a new mom to an adorable 10-month-old baby boy, right?
It'll be 10 months tomorrow.
Oh, exactly. So yeah, 10 months tomorrow. And so I see that you're very fit. And how have you managed not to gain so much weight during your pregnancy and post-pregnancy?
I think one of the things that I learned during pregnancy, a famous phrase people always say is, you're eating for two. You have to eat. The truth is, you're not eating for two. You're eating for yourself and like a little, yeah, which is actually only 300 calories a day, 250 to 300 calories a day. It's literally an extra bowl of yogurt and oats a day. It's not necessarily an additional steak, an additional, plate of rice and everything. You put it in perspective, it's really not a lot. And I kept that in mind throughout my pregnancy. So I made sure, really, not just for how I look, but just to manage how I feel, and because I wanted to remain physical as well, I continued to do yoga 2 to 3 times a week in up to the second trimester, and then maybe 1 to 2 times a week in the third trimester. Just so that I don't my lifestyle doesn't change so much just because I'm pregnant.
Yeah, but how long would the session be, like for your yoga session?
So in the first and second trimester, when the baby's not yet so big, it's easier to do longer sessions, like 30 minutes to 60 minutes. But definitely, towards the end of the second trimester and well into the third, you're already using so much energy to grow the baby, and so like a 15 to 20 minute session is already per day, per 3 times a week or 2 times a week, is more than enough and very tiring. And then towards the last part of the trimester, I just did a lot of daily walks, first thing in the morning and then right before sleeping, to avoid heartburn and sleep well, etc. So definitely try to stay active.
Yeah, and you were saying about what people say when you're pregnant, that you're eating for two. I think that's just an excuse so that you could actually eat a lot, right?
For sure, but you really don't need to eat like a whole new plate of food when you're pregnant.
But so during your pregnancy, what tips, either weird or like true, that people have been telling you to do, in general?
I think what's interesting is being pregnant in the time of COVID. A lot of people always just said, wear your mask, stay safe, etc. Get vaccinated. A lot of people think you can't get vaccinated when you're pregnant, but you actually can. Just make sure your doctor, your OB signs off on it. And yeah, for me, just really stay healthy. Eat well, make sure to stay fit. Ultimately, if you're when you're giving birth, and then after, it will help with recovery so much more if you're able to stay healthy during the pregnancy.
When I was pregnant, my OB actually told me, he's old school. So he actually told me, if you don't want to lose weight, if you don't want to gain weight while pregnant, you should only eat this much rice. And if you eat bacon, 2 pieces of bacon. So has anybody said anything like that to you?
No, but I mean all they said was have lots of fiber, so that the plumbing down there doesn't get like all messed up because your intestines are squished and everything.
Mhm.
So I was doing a lot of oats and lots of fruits, and lots of water, like a lot of water. But other than that, I don't recall any like strange or interesting tips. But I think when it comes to like the gender, lots of people were telling me based on the shape of my stomach what the baby could be. And it was right because my stomach was very round. So they said that it was a boy and turned out to be a boy.
I could never remember that. So if it's rounded, if it's a boy.
It's a
If it's
boy.
pointed,
It's a girl.
Okay.
Yeah. And they said that if you're blooming,
It's a girl.
it's a boy.
It's a boy.
Because if it was a girl, she'd be stealing all my beauty. And I'd be ugly. Yeah, so someone did say that. If it's a girl, you become ugly because the girl inside you will steal all your beauty.
Okay.
But yeah, so a lot of people said I was blooming, so they said must be a boy, and also it was a boy.
Yeah, and did I say he was adorable? He is. So you mentioned, of course, that you're doing yoga and lots of walking. So right now, post-pregnancy, are you still doing that? Doing more or what?
Yeah, so I took it easy after, and so one of the reasons why I really did yoga was it was part of my lifestyle a decade before getting pregnant, and then I did know that I wanted to have a natural delivery and that the whole breathing, etc., would that the breathing exercises that I learned from yoga I would be able to take with me into the delivery room, and it was so helpful. I had a very, very speedy delivery. And then after about 6 weeks, when my doctor cleared me for exercise, I got right back into it with gentle stretches to recover from, our stomach expands so much and the uterus does as well. So, and I've been at it, yeah, since after 6 weeks. I think that's one thing that's helped me stay in shape. The other thing is breastfeeding. It does burn a lot of calories, so I never want to stop. Because breastfeeding also does make you very hungry. But that, and then the same daily walks, morning and evening, and then I still try to eat as healthy as I can. Of course, while Tita Alma's been here, it's been a bit difficult to stay healthy while we're eating out. But as much as I can and within my limits, I do try to continue to eat healthy every day.
And in your walking, do you take the baby with you?
Yes.
So it's
I
not exciting.
carrier now, and when he was born, he was 3 kilos, but now he's up to almost 9 kilos.
Wow.
So much heavier, but he's always with us in the outdoors and around nature. So it became a family affair also, the daily walks.
Yeah. Makes it more exciting and you look forward to doing it.
Absolutely. And he
Right?
does too, the little one.
Yeah. All right, folks. So that's it. Keep healthy, be fit, and you can be fit whether you're young, old, pregnant. So keep watching Managing Your Money Blues. Thank you for being my first interviewee.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Tita.
All right. Bye, folks.